I can't believe I caused this much drama on a single TikTok. But before we get into it, let's hear a word from our sponsor. Shout out Omaze for getting us one step closer to finishing my Coyote Swap 1968 Ford Mustang Fastback. Omaze, take it away. This video is sponsored by Omaze in partnership with Team Impact. Own a genuine continuation of the Shelby Cobra 427 SC and $20,000 cash to spend any way you want it. This car is built by Super Performance to the same specifications as a 1965 Roadster that put the Carroll Shelby on the map. It's sure to turn heads with this signature style. And this is also supporting a really good cause. By Team Impact takes the emotional trauma and social isolation experienced by children facing serious and chronic illnesses by matching them with the college athletic team. Through participation in Team Impact's clinically informed 2-year program, children experience a sense of belonging from team camaraderie and inclusion, resulting in increased empowerment, resilience, and health promotion. Families are connected and supported as their childs achieve personal goals, and student athletes gain perspective and inspiration, as well as lessons in adversity and overcoming obstacles. To potentially win the Cobra 427 and support Team Impact Charity, a great cause, go to my URL here on the screen as well as down in the description. Thank you Omaze and Team Impact for sponsoring the video. Let's get right into racing. Who would have known that a viral TikTok would lead to so much drama? So I posted, I would say like 2-3 videos that went over 1 million views, and the comments went off. I haven't had so many callouts in forever. But there's one main call out that got the most hype, that got the most attention, and he goes by the name of Hellgato. It is a 2015 Hellcat, I want to say. It has a wrap, air suspension, 1,000 horsepower to the wheels, which he hasn't proven yet, and a wide body there. And everybody wanted us to race, and I was so down, and we're gonna get right into it. If you want to get caught up with all of the TikTok drama, make sure you follow me down here. Here's my TikTok link. Go ahead and browse through it. I labeled it all the TikTok drama if you guys want to see part 1, part 2, as well as all the other ones. And Dan Rue, the Dancing Dan, I know you're watching this and I see your comments. I want you next. But anyways, let's get right started into the video. So we're actually going to start off here with the Instagram messages where it all started. But I'm going to go ahead and display it right here, read it from top to bottom. Let's take it from the top. I end up hitting him up saying, I'm free tomorrow till Saturday. This is the real address. It's close to the address I sent you in the comments. I wasn't going to burn down San Diego race spot for a TikTok. And then he replies, let's meet halfway and make it a fair race. Why are you gonna make me drive all the way to the border that's an hour and a half away? He then says, let's meet in Escondido and we will do one pull on the freeway and call it a day and everyone will go home after that. I was like, that's not a real race. And on the 15 freeway, it's hard pushing past 120 miles per hour with all the traffic and cops. The address I sent you is where all San Diego racers go. It's like a half a mile of open road. And then he's like, screw it, I'll drive down there in an hour, be there around 3 to 3:30. You down? Because I have stuff to do. And then I said, I'm down. There may be cars there because of the industrial still at work, but we could still make it happen. And he's like, okay, I'll be there at 3 to 3:30. And then we have just a heads up. We are both going to pop our hoods to make sure that none of us are spraying nitrous, which I was all up for. And then in that same message, he says, and if you're ahead of me by a few cars, or if I'm ahead of you by a few cars, there's no need to go any faster just to keep things safe. I'm like, sure thing, I definitely want to see that kitty. And in regards to the second message, I said, I like to complete the races to the mile per hour we set up, or at least the quarter mile mark on the road. You have short gears, which most likely you're going to pull up at first, but my car has longer gears, which thrives at higher RPMs and high speeds. So just to keep it fair, I like to meet the mile per hour limit or the quarter mile mark on the road. It's all set up perfectly at the spot you'll see. And then he replies, my car can't really go over 150 to 160 miles per hour because of my front lip. But if I have to push it on the top end of the race is that close, then that's fine. But if I'm way ahead of you, I'm letting off. But I'm down for at least a quarter mile. So are we still doing $500? And then he sends me a screenshot to make sure that the address is okay. I reply, I think we should do the quarter mile no matter what then. We were locked in on the quarter mile. And that's the spot, yep. Never knew we were doing it for money. This is just for the fastest car on TikTok. Then he replies, brother, 60 to 160 mile per hour, one roll race, and that's it. Take it or leave it. No money then if that's what you want. We just gonna do the pull and go home after that. I'm not sticking around the border and talking after the race. I'm already driving almost 2 hours just for you. Let's keep it simple. And then I reply, you just said your car can't go faster than 150 miles per hour, question mark. Racing is the best 2 out of 3 at least. Let's just do the rolling quarter mile then, no miles per hour. Then we can be done. I like to do rolls starting from 40, then we could do 50, then 60 if you want. Are you down for one pass, 60 to 150 or 60 to 160 or not? I'm already driving to you, plus to your response. If you want to do it the way you want, you can come into my town, which I didn't call him out. And then he's like, or 2 passes, 60 to 150 or 60 to 160. I said I can't go over 150 to 160, not I can't go over 150, which I couldn't comprehend that message. I don't know entirely sure what he says on that one. And then I said, I'm down, best 2 out of 3. Okay, deal, what time? Whenever you could get there, 3:30. Sounds good. And then the rest is just history. So here was the deal in total. We were gonna do best 2 out of 3. 60 to 160 miles per hour, no quarter mile, even though I really wanted to do a quarter mile at the exact finish line, and that was the race. That's what we locked in and what we had set to go. We end up meeting at the race spot, and we check out the cars, and here are the clips. Now we're getting into the races. So while we were there, I let him pick his own lane. He ended up picking the lane closest to the sidewalk, and then I took the lane towards the center. I even let him have the hits. I let him have 2 out of the 3 hits. He hit the first one, I hit the second one, he hit the third one. You don't know how generous I am giving him his races, giving him his lane, and giving him the hits. I was so confident out of all of that, I was letting him, I just wanted to race. Anyways, I let him have all the benefit of the doubt, and you guys are gonna see exactly how we took this W. We ended up putting the camera guys in the middle of the racetrack, and then a lot of people were just like, why didn't you guys put the camera guys at the end of the road where nobody knows when we are gonna hit 160 miles per hour. So we couldn't really match up the camera guys right when there. That's why I really wanted to do a quarter mile. It would have been a lot better. So first and foremost, I messed up on a shift. I'm gonna take that completely on my end. He could have his only win on my mistake. Yes, I know. I messed up on the shift. You guys should have seen the Mopar comments in my video. They were going off on me. They were like, oh, you got gapped. I was like, whatever. You guys could have it. I'll give you guys that one. No problem. Anyways, I'll take that L any day. It was my fault. Second and third shift. I don't know what I was doing. And then in the second race, we came back and showed who's boss, which I was super excited about this race in particular because my low end torque actually hung with the low end torque of a Hellcat. You never see that with a 3.6 liter Kenne Bell supercharger and the 5.8 with my compression setup. But we were holding on to his low end torque and we took it to the cake, which was unfortunate because you're gonna see how his car reacted at the end of this video. Check this out. So unfortunately in that race, his car ended up overheating. His thermostat would not open up, which is a common issue with Dodge. It happened to him previously. He ended up draining out, I would say about like a gallon of coolant. So we took a break for about 45 minutes. His buddy went to go get some water. He filled up with water, which is pretty gutsy. Personally, I would have just called it a tie right then and there and did a rematch later on, just because I'm super sensitive about my motor, especially if I know that my thermometer is not working. I personally would have called it. Jeez. Oh, okay.
Thermostat didn't open?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it's leaking a lot. I'm gonna need like a gallon of water.
Oh, man. Jeez.
Yeah, you can see it right here.
Yeah. Is it like...
It's full. It's happened to me.
Oh, okay, for sure. So you just have to let it cool down. Kudos to him for wanting to go ahead and race the third one, which may or may not have backfired on him, considering that he stopped midway of the race for a reason that the world may never know. Number one, his car could have overheated. Number two, he made a video saying that there was a truck in front of him. Number three, saying that he was in front of me. And then four, he made another video saying that the road was too short. So I'm not entirely sure which excuse it was. Round 3 actually had 2 takes. He had the hit, but he forgot to honk, and he just went down the straightaway without me. I turned around, I made him come back, I called him out on it, and I said, dude, you need to tell me when you're going. So he ended up shouting 1, 2, 3, go, which still caught me off guard, but it was whatever. Here's the third and final race. And those are the results. Miley took a full-on bust after he brakes at the midpoint line, which is very strange. Again, nobody knows exactly why he braked. However, he did make a video saying that about midpoint, we're at about 110 to 130 miles per hour. I personally did not look, I don't look at my speedometer until I shift into 4th gear, which I shift into 4th gear at 130 miles per hour because my 4th gear goes from 130 miles per hour to 176 miles per hour. So I don't know entirely sure when he let off, but he left off somewhere when I was shifting into 3rd to 4th for some unknown reason. Anyways, that was it. I wish we'd have done like an actual quarter mile so that we could see a dead-on winner. That was the most highly requested comment and the most common comment that I've been seeing as well. Why we did not do like an actual quarter mile. We definitely should do it next time. However, it was very unorganized. I do agree. It was just back and forth. We didn't really meet agreement on a lot of things. Lots of different jumps on calls. It was just overall not something that I personally am proud of for these races. But I wish I would provide you with more content, more cool interactions of review on the car and stuff like that. However, it was such on short notice. I tried my best. Anyways, I'm glad that a TikTok video finally went viral enough so that we could go ahead and show you guys some awesome, cool YouTube content. If you're from TikTok, hey, make sure you subscribe down below here on YouTube. I would greatly appreciate a great follow here. We do some awesome races like this, and I plan on doing some more cool races like this. Comment down below, do you think I should race his Dodge Viper next? Maybe I'll call him out on TikTok. You never know. I really want to race a Dodge Viper. I think that'll be pretty badass. The battle of the snakes, a Cobra versus a Viper. But anyways, good races, Hellcat. I know you're watching this. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure you subscribe for more. I'll see you guys on the next one. Deuces.